The famous, almost cliched away entrance to Kenilworth Road, Luton. But you can see how tight it all is. And there's already people been coming up to me asking me for tickets.
Good. So what's that?
Just about the only person left in this tiny little homely stadium. Do you want to have a little look? Just behind where I'm sat today is Harry Styles was sat here. He's a Manchester United fan. He's from close to Manchester, and he sat with Luton legend Mick Harford. The seat I'm in here, Andy Cole was sat here, and the lawnmowers are just finishing off trimming the pitch or doing whatever they do. But United won by 2-1, a fourth straight Premier League win for Manchester United. 3 of them have been away from home, and as you said a month ago that United would win at Wolves, win at Aston Villa and win at Luton, that would have sounded pretty far-fetched. They're all difficult places to win games at. But United closed the gap between the teams who are definitely going to play in the Champions League and the rest. And it was a pretty nervy, very exciting game today. There's only 1,100 Manchester United fans at Kenilworth Road, and it's a pretty unique ground. And I'm just going to run through the ratings pretty quickly because I've got to get a train pretty quickly as well. So, Onana, 6. Couldn't really do much for Luton's goal. It seemed to be deflected. He was comfortable under Luton pressure, and some of his distribution I thought was fantastic. It was a lovely pass played out to the midfield. Diogo Dalot, 6, fast enough to keep up with Chong, covered the ground well, ran onto a long ball on 47, and in fact he did a run, didn't he, right across the pitch from left to right, right to left, just let down by his second touch, made a couple of good blocks. United were far better in the second half defensively than they were in the first half, so yeah, 6 for Diogo. Harry Maguire, 5, 6, caught on the right knee and then gave the ball away, maybe because he'd just been caught on the right knee, which led to a Luton chance after half an hour. Booked after 41 minutes for stopping Morris on a Luton counter-attack. It was definitely a booking. I don't think Harry can dispute that one. Varane, I thought, was United's best defender. Blocked a shot from a Maguire mistake after 38, and one effort went through his legs. But Varane was United's best defender today, I thought. Luke Shaw, he didn't play badly at all in the first half. I'm giving him a 5. It's 2 less than Varane. He made a couple of really good long runs forward, didn't always get the ball, but he came off just before half-time, so that's a bit of a worry. Came off at half-time at Villa last week, didn't quite manage to get to half-time today. So after the match, Erik ten Hag said he hadn't got a knock, so I'm not sure exactly what the issue is with Luke Shaw. What do we think with Shaw? What do we think with Luke Shaw?
In terms of his injury or how good he was?
Injury.
I think he's tight hamstring.
Tight hamstring is what we think. Casemiro, 5, went down theatrically when he was booked after 33, but it was a booking. And Luton's players were furious a minute later after he caught Ross Barkley. But he wasn't booked for that one. That to me looked like the correct decision, but Erik ten Hag said that perhaps that was a more likely yellow than the first one. So he's on a run of a lot of yellow cards. Tried his luck with a free kick from 60 yards at the end of the first half. But by that time he was reluctant to challenge. He'd become a liability because he was facing another booking. This has got to stop. And he was brought off at half-time with good reason. Kobbie Mainoo, 8. I've just had a lovely chat with David Pleat, legendary Luton manager, managed at Tottenham, once managed a game at Manchester City for Luton Town and ran across the pitch in a wonderful suit. He's 79 now, and he used to play football at Exeter City with my Uncle John. We were talking about that, and he picked out Kobbie. He's been really strong shielding the ball. I noticed his quick feet. I thought he was very good at getting United out of danger in the middle today. Dropped a little bit in the second half, but he was making those dribbles. 8 for Kobe. Garnacho, 6. Busy, should have really scored. He volleyed the ball on after 6 minutes, which went in off Hojlund. He went down on 11 after an issue with his right boot. He was often receiving the ball with his back to goal. He's a neat player and he worked really hard. He shot over after 63, but when he was through with only the goalkeeper to beat, he should have scored that. United missed too many chances today. As Eric Ten Hag said after the game, that should have been 5, maybe even more. Marcus Rashford, 6. Booed whenever he touched the ball. That's because he'd gone down early on in the game in front of a pretty febrile crowd here at Kenilworth Road. Ran from his own half and shot wide after 9 minutes. Finished an excellent move on 56, but it was well saved. Still not quite happening for Marcus Rashford. This isn't the epic Rashford that we sometimes know. Bruno Fernandes, well, the same for him today with 5 or 6. He had his shot blocked by McTominay actually on 46 minutes. He went wide and another shot blocked on 61. He's not scored now since Fulham away, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, a free kick of his dipped straight at the goalkeeper on 70. He did intercept a couple of poor balls. Shot just outside of the post on 88. He agonised for that one as well. And he prodded the ball at goal after 92. You can see by my reaction, it wasn't a good game for him. Rasmus Hojlund keeps on scoring 6 straight games now. Youngest player, blah, 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 but great to see. I'm giving him an 8. That first goal came after 37 seconds when he seized on a mistake to put his side ahead. Then he got the second after 6 minutes. Did he know a lot about that? Well, from where I am, it was impossible to... Because let me show you my view. I can barely see the goal because it's obstructed. So, yeah, good. Substitutes, Lindelof came on just before half-time for sure. Tough for him against Bailey last week, but I thought he did okay. Jonny Evans came on from Maguire after 45, put his foot straight through a Luton attack. Comfortable, thought he did really well, and for that I will be giving him 10. Well done, Johnny. Really earned your marks today. Scott McTominay on for Casemiro at half-time. That was sensible as well. Busy, he was actually better than Casemiro, and he got forward more. Amrabat came on for Hojlund after 85 minutes when United needed to shut the game out. I thought he did fine. Luton fans were singing "You Dirty Northern." I think it was Bastards. 11,483 here. 1,100 Manchester United fans. Mick Harford sat in that seat there next to Harry Styles. Very open game, very entertaining. If you are a neutral, of course I'm not a neutral, but this is good. United keep on winning. Dave Brailsford was sat in that seat 2 along from me today. John Merton was sat just behind. So close to London here. A lot of people turn up for these type of matches, like Harry Styles, and I think you would have enjoyed it today. I certainly enjoyed it. This place isn't going to exist in 2 or 3 years' time, and I can't say that you're going to miss it because it's so ramshackle, but the Luton story is a brilliant one, and I think if Luton stay up, that will be a bigger achievement than if one of the top 3 teams win the league. They're working on a tiny budget. They've got so much togetherness. You feel that between the players, the staff, the fans. The hospitality here was really welcoming, and I'm going to go to the train station now, which is not pretty welcoming. Until the next game, goodbye.